That's for me at least.
On the subject of red meat, a lot of environmental activists say that to reduce eating red meat or any kinds of meat would help with the current environmental crisis and climate change. How do you think that religion, or specifically Judaism, could help with these sort of environmental initiatives to reduce carbon emissions?
Great question. So the group of thinkers who are basing themselves on one of the first texts, an idea back in Genesis that Adam was a vegetarian. Right? It says very clearly in the early chapters of Genesis that Adam only ate from the grains of the field. And only after the flood was Noah given the concession, really, to eat animals as well. One of the commentators there, the biblical exegesis commentators, say it was a concession because the bloodthirstiness of human beings could be assuaged if they had animals to kill as opposed to each other. Right? So maybe eating animals isn't the ideal. The ideal is to go back to the Garden of Eden, back to paradise, back to Adam, and be vegetarians. If we can't do that, God's going to allow us to eat meat, but only in very particular ways, with the right kind of knife and the right kind of animals in the proper way with the proper person. But perhaps what the religious Jewish vegetarianism can add is vegetarianism isn't something that we should need to reach out to, but something that we can go back. It's a primordial way of eating at the onset.
Could I convince you to be vegetarian?
Well, except for one thing. I love chicken soup on Friday night on the Sabbath.
Okay.
Good chicken soup is hard to beat. And my wife makes a mean one.
I have to bring it next time you're on the show.
Next time I'll have the chicken soup.
Chicken soup.
With the knedlock and the carrots. It's good to go.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.